They say your home is your castle. Well, if that's true, how high are your walls? Most of us think our home is pretty safe as long as we have a good solid lock on our door and we shut all the windows at night, but some people take things a lot further than that. Today we're going to be talking about homes that are almost impossible to get into unless that person really wants you to. My name is Danny Burke and this is the top 10 most heavily guarded houses. Coming at number 10 now, we have the zombie bunker. Are you ready for the zombie apocalypse in your life? Well, you'll never be as ready as the person who owns this house. It was designed by Polish architect Robert Konicini and built in London. It's designed to be able to withstand anything that comes at it from the outside. The 6,100 square foot house is surrounded by concrete walls that can be opened up when things look safe outside. Once in lockdown mode though, only a security code can open it up. It has one single entrance and it's on the second floor, only accessible by crossing an actual drawbridge, just like the real castles. You can see why people call it the zombie bunker from the pictures, not because it would make a nice home for a zombie. Although maybe it would. At number 9 now, we have Ryong Song. Guess who lives in this North Korean mansion? None other than Kim Jong-un, the country's infamous leader. The whole country is obsessed with security as it is, so you can only imagine how secure the actual leader's home is. This residence is where the Kim family lives. To protect them from basically everyone, they have an electric fence, a small army of armed guards, and even a minefield outside. The walls are made of iron rods and lead-covered concrete designed to withstand a nuclear blast. There's even a secret underground tunnel to escape for them. Unfortunately, I discovered all of this from a simple Google search, so not really sure how secret everything is. Coming at number 8 now, we have the maximum security mansion. With a name like that, it was always going to make this list. This 12,000 square foot home is situated on a 32-acre estate in Colorado and comes with a $6 million surveillance and security system. Now, some people have suggested this system rivals the level of security you would normally find on a small military base. Many of the features are complex and of course very secret, but one thing that caught my eye was the thermal imaging system they have. Apparently the cameras can analyze and scan fingerprints in real time. This means that the police could be on their way to arrest a burglar there and already know who it is by the time they arrive. Moving on to number 7 now, we have Air Force One. Technically, this plane is the US President's home in the sky and one of the safest places for them to be. The 6-story long plane covers 4,000 square feet and includes a conference room, a dining room, private quarters, and even an operating room with a doctor on board every single flight. It's a mobile home that costs over $200,000 every hour just to fly. Its features include electronic countermeasure defense systems to jam enemy radars, flares hidden in the wings to confuse enemy missiles, and the body of the plane can actually withstand a nuclear blast from below. All of the plane's windows are also armoured, and the plane is often accompanied by fighter jets just for added protection. Coming at number 6 now, we have the Fairfield Estate. This house is regarded as the most expensive in America, being valued at just under $250 million. It's owned by billionaire Ira Rennert. It's thought to cover over 100,000 square feet and feature 29 bedrooms, up to 49 bathrooms, 164-seat screening theatre, 2 bowling alleys, and 2 tennis courts, to name but a few things. It requires its own mini power plant just to keep the place running. Mr. Rennert also collected $500 million worth of art, a lot of which he stores at this Fairfield estate. That means he's also dumped millions into security. You can't get anywhere near this house without proper clearance. The building has bulletproof windows and security cameras watch every angle for miles around. At number 5 now, we have Schapelle Corby. This Australian woman became famous after spending 9 years in an Indonesian prison for drug smuggling. She maintains her innocence though. Another notable thing about her and her family is their multi-million dollar residence in the Hollywood Hills of California. Their home seems to be prepared for anything. It's built 30 feet into the ground in order to make it earthquake resistant as well as safe from human disasters such as nuclear or chemical attacks. There's an entire underground bunker there with enough food and water to keep the family alive for 6 months. Moving on to number 4 now, we have Bill Gates' home. If more money equals more security, then it stands to reason that the richest person on the planet would have pretty good home security. His home in Medina, Washington is called Xanadu 2.0. It took 7 years and $63 million to build. The entire multi-building complex is filled with cameras and heat detectors which alert people inside of intruders approaching from over a mile away. In order to minimize the risk of tampering, guests are also required to wear special pins to help them control the heating and electrical equipment around the house. His final approach to security is a lot more low-key. He's planted a lot of trees and plantations around the edges of the house. Whatever works, I guess. Next up at number 3 now we have the Kardashians. Okay, this one might sound strange, but please stay with me. No matter what you think about this family, they are undoubtedly incredibly famous and rich, and because of this there have been times in their past where people have threatened, stolen or extorted them. One famous example was when Kim Kardashian was robbed at gunpoint in her own hotel room in Paris. Because of these kind of events, they've invested a lot of money into the security of their family home. Kim demanded increased background checks on all of her security team. Every single visitor has to go through a full airport style pat down to make sure they aren't carrying any weapons. The property is teeming with surveillance cameras, and if all else fails, it's said they actually have a safe house below where they can retreat to if they ever feel threatened. That room will then go into lockdown mode until help arrives. Has all of this worked? Well, I haven't heard any more stories of Kim being robbed at gunpoint, so yeah, who knows, maybe. But then again, I don't really go looking for Kardashian news. Coming at number 2 now we have Buckingham Palace. It's been the London residence of the British monarch ever since Queen Victoria moved in there way back in 1837. 500,000 tourists visit this place every single year, and from the outside you can't really tell that it's heavily guarded. There's the obvious things though, like the Queen's Guard or the large fences. However, the area is often filled with police officers in uniform and in plain clothes, some armed and some not. For any young American viewers who might not know, most police in the UK are totally unarmed. It's definitely not the norm. In the wake of the car attacks on Westminster Bridge a few years ago, metal bollards were put up around the palace that allow people through but not cars. Guess that is a sign of the times. And finally, number 1 now, we have the White House. This one should come as no surprise, to be honest. Yes, it's often the US president's workplace, also a place where important meetings happen and state visits occur, but the clue is in the name. It's a house. It's home to the president and their family. Special agents patrol the grounds at all times. The airspace around the building is totally restricted. The building itself has bulletproof windows, radars and infrared sensors. The list just goes on and on for this place. It's a very secure building for obvious reasons. Maybe I could give you guys more specific details on the White House security plan, but I don't think it's a good idea for me to keep googling this kind of stuff. I'm probably now on a CIA watch list. How safe is your house? Are you the kind of person that leaves doors open for anyone, or are you always on the lookout for potential dangers? Let me know. I am Danny Burke. Thank you as always for watching, guys, and I'll see you all in the next video.